Hey guys! What's up? Alpha Lion Simba here, and welcome to another animal memoir. Well, tonight I'm covering an animal that was an ancestor of one of our livestock, and that is the aurochs. So, let's begin. The aurochs was a large wild bovine that was native to Eurasia and northern Africa, and it was the ancestor of all domestic cattle, having been domesticated at least twice. The aurochs originated about 2 million years ago in India and spread westwards into Europe and northern Africa. The aurochs is one of the largest herbivores in the Holocene. The size of an aurochs appears to have varied by region, with larger specimens in northern Europe than farther south. Aurochs in Denmark and Germany ranged in height at the shoulders between 155 to 180 centimeters, or 61 to 71 inches tall in bulls, and 135 to 155 centimeters, or 53 to 61 inches tall in cows, while aurochs bulls in Hungary reached 160 centimeters, or 63 inches tall. The body mass of aurochs appears to have shown some variability. Some individuals reached around 700 kilograms, or 1,540 pounds, whereas those from the late Middle Pleistocene are estimated to have weighed up to 1,500 kilograms, or 3,310 pounds. Their horns were massive, reaching 80 centimeters, or 31 inches in length, between 10 and 20 centimeters, or 3.9 and 7.9 inches long in diameter. After its origins in India, the aurochs was widely distributed in North Africa, Mesopotamia, and throughout Europe to the Pontic-Caspian steppe, Caucasus, and western Siberia in the west to the Gulf of Finland and Lake Ladoga in the north. The aurochs is likely to have used riparian forests and wetlands along lakes. Analysis of specimens found in Britain suggests that aurochs preferred inhabiting low-lying, relatively flat landscapes, while remains in China indicate it preferred temperate grassy plains or grasslands bordering on woodlands. In the warm Atlantic period of the Holocene, it was restricted to remaining open country and forest margins, where competition with livestock and humans gradually increased, leading to a successive decline in the species. Aurochs formed small herds mainly in winter, but typically lived singly or in smaller groups during the summer. If aurochs had social behavior similar to their descendants, social status would have been gained through displays and fights, in which both cows and bulls engaged. It has been suggested to have been a grazer, with a food selection very similar to domestic cattle, feeding on grass, twigs, and acorns. The Indian aurochs became extinct sometime during the Holocene period, likely due to habitat loss and interbreeding with the domestic zebu. A 2014 review suggests that the youngest remains of African aurochs dated to around 6,000 years before the present, although some authors suggest that it may have survived until at least to the Roman period, indicated by remains found in Buto and Fayum in the Nile Delta. In China, aurochs persisted until about 3600 BP. The Eurasian aurochs was present in southern Sweden during the Holocene climatic optimum until at least 7,800 years BP. In Denmark, the first known local extinction of the aurochs occurred after the sea level rise on the newly formed Danish islands about 8,000 to 7,500 years BP, and the last documented aurochs lived in southern Jutland around 3,000 years BP. Excessive hunting began and continued until the aurochs was nearly extinct. The gradual extinction of the aurochs in Central Europe was concurrent with the clear cutting of large forest tracts between the 9th and 12th century. By the 13th century, the aurochs existed only in small numbers in Eastern Europe, and hunting it became privilege of nobles and later royals. The last known aurochs herd lived in marshy woodland in Poland's Jaktaro forest. It decreased from around 50 individuals in the mid-16th century to only 4 individuals by 1601. The last aurochs cow died in 1627 from natural causes, after which aurochs was officially declared extinct. Well, that was it. My animal memoir on the aurochs. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Now, a quick moment of silence for the aurochs. Alpha Lion Simba.